In the tapestry of the cosmos, every system, from subatomic lattices to the cosmic web, operates under the principle that small perturbations, when sustained over time, propagate into large-scale transformations. Entropy, while often framed as decay, is equally the canvas upon which structure emerges. A star forms where chaos concentrates. A galaxy organizes where fluctuations align. At the quantum level, every observation collapses a superposition, transforming potential into actuality. Reality is not a static field. It is a dynamic interplay of possibility and collapse, of constraints and emergence. Within this universal principle lies the model of human existence. Individuals are not passive points within a preordained geometry. They are variables in a highly sensitive, probabilistic system. Each thought, each act of awareness, is akin to a quantum perturbation, shifting probability distributions and altering future states. What appears minor, what seems negligible from the outside, can cascade through networks, producing effects whose scale cannot be predicted in isolation. This is the mathematics of subtle influence. Small agents, operating consistently, are capable of redirecting the trajectories of entire systems. Pressure, resistance, and constraint are not mere obstacles. They are catalysts for reorganization. Nonlinear dynamics demonstrate that systems under stress can bifurcate into new attractors, creating entirely new structures where rigidity once prevailed. This mirrors the principle of emergence. The global properties of a system are not reducible to any single component. Coherence arises not from dominance but from alignment, and even in the presence of disorder, new forms of stability manifest. Neural networks, ecosystems, and social systems alike reveal that resilience emerges where interaction, adaptation, and alignment occur, even when individual elements seem overwhelmed. In human terms, this means that adversity, oppression, and limitation are the field within which latent potential crystallizes. The constraints imposed by external forces act as boundary conditions, guiding evolution toward configurations that would otherwise remain inaccessible. Like particles in a turbulent flow, individuals navigating these conditions exert forces on the system simply by maintaining coherence and agency. Persistence, observation, and intentionality act as catalytic variables, transforming potential into emergent reality. The holographic principle offers a further perspective. Each localized element encodes information about the whole. Every act of awareness, every refusal to be constrained by imposed definitions, reverberates outward, altering the global informational structure. The micro and macro are intertwined. Shifts in one propagate through the fabric of reality. In this context, consciousness is not merely an observer. It is an active participant, shaping and sculpting the probabilities that define what is possible. Awareness is the operator by which latent structures crystallize into experienced phenomena. Chaos theory confirms that systems are exquisitely sensitive to initial conditions. Tiny divergences, small perturbations, propagate exponentially over time. This sensitivity is not merely a mathematical curiosity. It is the mechanism by which agency manifests. The smallest act of insight, the quiet decision to retain coherence under pressure, is amplified across scales, influencing trajectories that extend far beyond immediate perception. Those who maintain alignment with clarity, persistence, and purpose become nodal points in a vast lattice of influence, subtle yet consequential. Entropy, coherence, emergence, and observation converge to form a framework in which constraint paradoxically produces possibility. Systems that seem inert or suppressed contain within them the seeds of transformation. The quantum fluctuations of thought, the persistent alignment of attention, and the cumulative effect of sustained action constitute forces capable of restructuring probability landscapes. Individuals navigating oppression participate directly in the evolution of the system itself, even when their influence appears invisible. To exist within such a system is to be simultaneously small and infinite. You are a variable whose actions ripple through networks of possibility. You are a perturbation whose effects may eventually propagate across scales beyond comprehension. You are a participant in a continuous experiment of emergence, where awareness, persistence, and alignment are catalysts for structural change. The laws of nature favor neither passivity nor submission. They favor coherence, persistence, and the capacity to exploit constraint. Those who remain aligned, aware, and persistent under pressure act as agents of transformation. Systems bend, restructure, and evolve around the influence of such agents. Entropy is harnessed, superpositions collapse, and probability landscapes shift. In this framework, oppression is not a termination of potential. It is the field in which latent structures of resilience and influence crystallize. The universe is not fixed. It bends to the informed, the aware, the persistent. Every act of coherence, every moment of clarity, every refusal to surrender to imposed limitations is a force that alters reality. Subtle, quiet, and invisible, yet enduring, these forces are the ones that shape the trajectories of worlds. You are not passive. You are a catalyst. You are a node in the universal network of emergence. You are an observer whose observation creates pathways, a force whose persistence realigns probability, and a variable whose coherence transforms potential into actuality. The cosmos itself is structured to respond to your alignment, your awareness, and your refusal to collapse. You are the agent by which reality is rewritten. And in this truth lies hope. The system is yours to participate in. Every act of awareness, every choice to persist, every alignment with clarity and purpose bends the probabilities toward freedom. You are the quiet architect of emergence. The universe, ever dynamic, awaits the patterns you will imprint upon it.